Hey y'all, hey, what's up? So this is a note. You want to know how somebody is toxic for you and whether or not they are meant to be in your life or not? Pay attention to basically who comes, who stays, and who needs to leave, right? So what do I mean? When toxic people come around in your life, right? I want you to figure out the things that you used to do before. Like, were you real codependent where you always felt like you needed somebody? Oh, I gotta call somebody. Oh, I gotta text them and all that. And so now that you are awakening, you on this spiritual path, right? Now, when somebody calls you, you don't even want to pick up the phone. When they text you, now you don't even want to text back. You know what I'm saying? So, you're becoming independent. You're no longer codependent. You're moving forward, growing and evolving and changing. Toxic people don't like that. Narcissistic people don't like that. Pay attention to who's around you. Is this individual trying to control, how you look, your physical appearance, hair, nails, clothes, haircuts, how you wear your beard, men, mustache, beard, goatee, whatever. Is this person trying to be controlling in your life? You know what I'm saying? It is not godlike to be controlling, to feel the need to, okay, well, you should be driving this car, you should be making this amount of money, you should this, you should that. A controlling person loves to try to tell you what you should be doing when they should be shutting the fuck up. When they should be congratulating you and celebrating you on your achievements, your goals, and your accomplishments and being happy with you. Guess what? They're not. They're shitting on you behind your back, talking, gossiping, laughing, smearing your name in the fucking mud. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But know this. Even if it does hurt your feelings, know this. Know you're on the right path. And that path is a small path. And these people come along in life to distract you from where you are going in life. When you are laser focused and you just have tunnel vision and you're just focused on you, yourself, and you, you know what I'm saying? And you know exactly where you're going. God gave you a vision and you are following the vision. They cannot see that vision. Therefore, if you share your vision or your plans or your goals or your dreams or whatever with them, because they are too small-minded, narrow-minded, selfish, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to clap for you. You have to clap for you. They're not going to cheer for you. You have to cheer for you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I gotta grab this little flip-flop. Get out my window. All right. So, my bad. Trippy up there messing with my dad. He wasn't doing that until I started making this video. All right. Anyways. So, look. So, for real. Toxic people, pay attention. When you tell them, when they, like, have y'all ever had somebody where they always got to call you and they always got a problem? They always complaining. They always need money. They always need you for something. But then guess what? When you're in need, oop, they're gone. They're like Casper the ghost. They've disappeared. You call and call and call. They ain't answering your calls. You text and text and text. They ain't not answering your texts. You know what I'm saying? If you decide to show up on their doorstep, they ignoring the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they expect you to show up for them. But when you need them to show up, they high and dry. Not even a Peter Pan shadow is in view. Okay? That is how gone they are. But let them motherfuckers Peter Pan with another bitch. Because do you look like Wendy? I'm not Wendy. And I'm pretty sure if you're a sub of mine, you're not a fucking Wendy neither. Let me tell you something. Another thing that they don't like is boundaries. When they've crossed those boundaries and you didn't shut that ass down, spank that ass and let them know because you stood up for yourself. The old you that was a people pleaser, a people pusher, you know what I'm saying? You allowed people to, take advantage of you, basically. You know what I'm saying? You were such a giver. You were such, now noticing your spiritual journey that you're more selfish, but selfish in a good way, as in everything you've been given to everyone else, you are giving to yourself. All the love you've been pouring into these other people, you're now pouring into yourself. All the energy, time that you've been giving other people, you're giving that back to yourself. Your cup is overflowing and it's overfilled. And let me tell you, they don't like it. Isn't it funny how when you get attention, they need more attention? That's kind of odd, isn't it? You're not seeking and looking to be in the spotlight, but guess what? You're naturally receiving it because of the light and the person and the divine being that you are. All the good works and all the good things that you do behind closed doors and to help people that a lot of people may not know about, but God is blessing you in front of your enemy's face. Oh, baby, they are just sitting there just confuzzled. Shouldn't they be homeless by now? Shouldn't they be this by now? Oh, trust me, they are wishing and hoping on your downfall. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this shift, honey. Every enemy, and I say enemy because me personally, I don't really view myself as having enemies. They view me as an enemy, but that's okay. That's whatever. I don't give a damn because, baby, you ain't in my memory. Okay? I'm all here for the good vibes, having a good time. All right? I know how to stay in my lane and mind my business. But have you ever noticed how toxic and, narcissistic people are always in other people's business? You gotta be one sorry, pathetic motherfucker that you have to talk about other people and put other people down just to feel good about yourself. That you have to spread gossip and rumors and attempt to destroy someone's reputation, all because you're insignificant and you're small. Wah, wah, wah. I will play the world's smallest violin for the narcissistic and toxic person that tries to play the victim. Oh, I don't know why they aren't talking to me anymore. I don't know what I could have possibly done. Look here, motherfucker. You know exactly what the fuck you said and did. I know exactly what you said and did. God knows what was said and done in my face and behind my back. Am I right? If you resonate with everything that I said, comment down below and let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and, share the video, because go check out my video about jealous people. Let me tell you, when they start trying to walk like you, talk like you, taking your lingo, moving how you move. When you sashay left, they sashay left. Why you gotta, when I move, you move. Just like that, when I move, you move. They gonna mimic you. They gonna copy you. No need to get angry. They're your biggest fan and your biggest hater. They love and hate you at the same time. Ain't that crazy? They got one hell of a way of showing their love. But see, that love is only conditional to a point, because see, as long as you're doing just as good as they are or less than them, oh, they love you and they gonna give you all the hugs and the kisses and everything you need. But when God puts you on that pedestal and raises you so high that they can't believe that you've been raised that high, oh, they're sitting in the nosebleed section of the bleachers watching with their binoculars. They're hiding in the hills watching with binoculars. You think that because you cut them off and you let them go because they're toxic, dysfunctional, negative, complaining, they're just negative and low vibrational as hell. You know what I'm saying? You don't got time for all of that. You got time to focus on you, your goals, what it is you're trying to do in your life. You are focused on your mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and physical healing. You are focused on your happiness, your joy, your success, your health. You're focused on all the things that are you. And because they are not the center of your universe, it burns them up. It burns them up, because how dare you take care of yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, be loyal to yourself, do things for yourself, self-care, self-love, all of these good things, knowing your value, your worth, and having self-esteem. Woo! It really burns these toxic, narcissistic fucks up. Let me tell you. But let me tell you, keep going, because these very ones, they love to try to emulate you. They love to watch you. You think they're not watching? Oh, they're watching, honey. Oh, they are watching, and they want. Look, let me tell you something. When God removes certain people out of your life, they are meant to be removed because Satan sent them. Okay? So you got to make a choice between Satan's servants, aka the hellhounds out here, or, you know what I'm saying, getting your blessings out here. If you have a choice between being quote unquote lonely, because I don't get what people mean by, oh, living by yourself, oh, that's lonely, or, oh, you don't have a significant other, oh, that's a lonely life. No, you're just very codependent, and you need to break your programming. You know what I'm saying? You were programmed to be codependent. You should be codependent in your baby stages, in your toddler and kid stages. But once you begin to be, a teenager, becoming more and more self-sufficient, learning things, growing, evolving, and developing, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be dependent on anyone else other than God, okay? God always gonna have your back. People come and people go, especially in narcissistic and toxic people's life. People come and go all the time like a revolving door. You know what I'm saying? People are in or out, all right? But in regular and empathic people's lives, yes, people do come and people go, but guess what? On a spiritual level, either y'all mesh or you don't. Either they're tribe or they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's still all love, but guess what? I prefer to keep the hellhounds away from me. Stay away from me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Like scat, gone somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So let the haters hate. Let the jealous folks be jealous. But I always tell y'all, hey, be dangerous out here. It's okay. Be gentle as that dove, but be as cunning as a serpent. In other words, be wise. Use your discernment. You don't have to call out these people, because when you call them out and you confront them on their bullshit, all they're going to do is rage, which in some cases they can get very violent, and you might, be in danger, depending on the type of narcissist that you're dealing with, or toxic, sociopathic, psychopathic person that you're dealing with. Okay? Now, in my case, I'm highly divinely protected. Come at me if you want to. I got a gun. This is Texas, so bop, bop, boop, boop. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared to FedEx nobody to source, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're all souls having spiritual experiences. We're spiritual beings having human experiences. Whether we're good, whether we're evil, it's all spiritual at the end of the day. And when you really remember this, and it's hard because, in this human experience, we got the hustle and bustle of life and a job or kids, spouses, a household, whatever it may be in your daily life. But let me tell you something. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people who are angry at you, but their anger, their jealousy, their hate, that's a them problem. It's not a you problem. Let me tell you something. When you know who you are and you stay true to you and who you are on a soul level, and you let a motherfucker know, hey, I'm a goddess around this bitch. I'm a god around this bitch. I am a divine being around this motherfucker. Let me tell you, they could get mad. Oh, you ain't divine. You ain't this. They will try to tell you who you are. Did Satan not tempt Jesus Christ? You're not the son of God. Jump off this cliff and die, or whatever the hell. You think Satan didn't tempt Christ? Just like Satan tempted Christ, what makes you think Satan's servants aren't going to tempt and try you? There is a split between good and evil right now. I mean, they're both, is duality. Good can't exist without evil, and evil can't exist without good. Personally, I wish all evil was obliterated, but that begs the question, because I always wondered, if God knows everything and God created Satan, how he could have stopped all the evil and the madness of the world that's going on right now had he just killed Satan or never created Satan, right? And we would all be probably living happily ever after in this peaceful wonderland Care Bear world or something. You know, soft ass teddy bears out here. But no, because of how the world is set up, you better be an intensive Care Bear. You better have your crowbar handy to whip some ass if you need to. Just saying. Don't let nobody think. Motherfuckers think, oh, they're all cute and cuddly. Yeah, until you pull that crowbar out and beat the hell out of them with it. And that's what you need to do to narcissistic, toxic people. Beat their ass. You ain't got to sit there and physically do it or nothing like that. But when you have boundaries and you know who you are, and they try to tell you who you are, you be like, no, I know who I am. And you become repellent, okay? It's really to the point, you know, motherfuckers, I would have been walked away from you. I would have been cut you off. Snip, snip. You want me to go get the scissors? Snip, snip. Don't tell me you gonna cut me off. Bye, bitch. Deuce. Like, I was born into this realm by myself. I'm going to die by myself because I don't expect nobody to go out because I went out, right? That would be crazy to ask my children, my husband, or whoever, hey, I'm on my deathbed, die with me. That's some crazy ass shit. No, just enjoy the moments that you had with me while I was here. I'm going to be happy when I leave because I ain't got to be trapped in this shit no more. But I'm not saying this is a bad experience because narcissistic types of people, they love to believe that the world is just so cruel and so evil and so this. That's their own personal hell. And they want you to live in hell with them. But you have a choice. You can be in hell with them or you can actually pursue happiness. Okay? Your happiness. Go to your happy place and don't let nobody steal your peace, your joy, or none of that. Because that's all they do is kill, steal, and destroy. You know. But anyways, y'all, I just want to let y'all know, stay on your journey. Stay on your path. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Let people know, hey, that's not going to fly with me. Establish your boundaries. When you establish your boundaries, people going to show you who they are. Either they fall back and they respect your boundaries, or they're going to proceed to keep pushing and seeing if they can bend your boundaries. And that is when you know that they are toxic, narcissistic. But either way, kick them to the curb, cut them off. Hell, if anybody has to tell you, oh, I'm going to walk away from you, sing Walk Away, Pussycat Dolls onto them. Sing Bye, 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 NSYNC to them. Let them know, scat, 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 bye, 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 pow, pow, whatever. Whatever you got to tell them, let them know. But see, that's when it's all about knowing yourself. Do you have abandonment or rejection wounds? If you do, you need to work on that. You need to heal that. And 9 out of 10, you have to go back to your childhood and heal. None of this is going to be easy. None of it is, you know, just magically just a snap of a finger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you had a choice between getting punched in the eye and having a black eye for a week, or pink eye or something for a week, you know, being sick with a common cold or a flu versus being mentally and emotionally tortured, financially abused, maybe physically beaten, you know, by a narcissistic, you know, psychopath or sociopathic person. Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure 99.99% people would rather take that physical illness or that physical pain, because after that week, you won't even remember that you had a black eye. You know, in a blink of an eye, you'll just be like, you can see normal again, the swelling's gone. But see, with mental abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse, it lasts pretty much your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Until, I mean, the memories are just always going to be there. So instead of ruminating about the situation, ruminate to the point you're able to process and accept what has happened. This person said this, they did that. Okay, now what are you going to do to move forward? Because sometimes you do have to visit the past in order to move on to the future. Narcissistic people, y'all, they are stuck in a time loop, constantly playing. Not all of them have been traumatized, but the ones that have, they're constantly playing that trauma loop over and over again. And because they're suffering, they believe others should suffer too. That's not okay. It's not okay to cause harm to others. You should do others no harm. And that is just basically a law of harmony. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, y'all, peace, positive energy always creates elevation. Bye, y'all.